There's one federal party that's not likely to improve its record on the prairies, but that hasn't stopped its leader from campaigning there. He's Fabien Roy of the Social Credit Party. With only a handful of seats in the last parliament, he's doing just about everything this time to keep his caucus and his party afloat. But it's hard work. Don Murray reports.
Saint-Georges-de-Beauce. A footnote in Canadian history may someday note it was here that créditisme made its last stand. The créditistes are only 5 in the House now, and Fabien Roy, the Beauce MP, is their leader. As if he's still not quite sure it's true, Roy's campaign posters proclaim in black letters that he indeed is the chef du Parti. Roy is a solid local member. He's run in this riding for a decade, for the provincial créditistes, for the federal créditistes, and even for something called the Popular National Party. He's won every time. And few are betting here on his losing Beauce on February 18th. Still, he takes no chances. At the Beauce all-candidates meeting, he thunders on about the scandal of the national debt, a tried-and-true créditiste theme. There's not even a whisper of nationalist rhetoric or the organizational alliance with the Parti Québécois that led nowhere in last spring's election. Significantly, the Liberal candidate doesn't even show up at this meeting. So, Roy's main opposition in this hall is an independent candidate, a self-styled Quebec patriot. He dismisses the créditistes as puppets of the past. The largely créditiste crowd makes it clear it didn't come to hear that. Outside the Beauce, it's a different story. Roy's campaign tour has been making some strange stops, in Alberta and British Columbia, for example, where nationally social credit has been moribund for years. And even in Quebec, Roy tends to avoid the dwindling supply of créditiste strongholds. A couple of senior créditiste MPs have discreetly made it known they don't want his help. The old créditistes are still smarting over his flirtation with the PQ. So Roy finds himself campaigning in the riding of Shawinigan, where Jean Chrétien is king with a comfortable 20,000 vote majority. At the local radio station, Roy appears on the phone-in show. The calls trickle in ones and twos. At one point, the flow dries up completely. His main public meeting, his only public meeting, is at the City Hall in Shawinigan South. The local créditiste candidate is an alderman here. Roy delivers his set-piece speech on interest rates and the national debt, but the turnout is somewhat sparse. Still, Roy is happy to have a candidate in Shawinigan. Across Quebec, the créditistes have only 59 in 75 ridings. Even a group of cheerful anarchists called the Rhinoceros Party has more candidates. But the leader of Canada's 4th political party doggedly pursues his campaign tour. The créditiste treasury is almost empty, but the party has rented a small plane for Roy's travels. On those travels, he seems willing to meet with anyone who will hear him. At one stop in Lac-Mégantic, his one public meeting was with the local chapter of Alcoholics Anonymous. It's hard to escape the conclusion that the party Réal Caouette built is now mortally ill. Don Murray, CBC News, Shawinigan, Quebec.